Rob Armstrong.
What is up? What is going on? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm here to talk to you about the competitive shooting scene, the USPSA scene specifically, right? This weekend I was out shooting at my local gun club, Kentucky, and I was shooting a match. I had a pretty decent match. I have a few complaints, not from the match, but just from my own performance, and I'll talk about it throughout this video. But I do want to give a big shout out to one of my guys that was out there shooting with me, my guy Dave East Shoots. Hear me when I tell you this, right? There were 60 guns out there. Out of 60 guns, my guy came in 4th overall. Just absolutely crushing it, just burning it down. And you're probably wondering, what does 4th overall look like? I'm going to let him show you.
Are you ready? Stand by.
As stated, this was my local gun club, and this is a match that I pretty much shoot pretty often. I try to shoot at least once a month, right? Like I said, there were 60 guns out there. Out of 60 guns, I came in 25th. I had an okay performance. I felt like the gun was running well, and I had pretty good hits on targets. I had one mic from the whole stage, but the biggest problem I was having was just my reloads. My reloads was not smooth. It was like the mags was not dropping from the gun efficiently. When I would push the mag release for the mag to drop, and I'd have my secondary mag, when I go to insert it, the primary mag was still in the gun, and that was just really messing me up and kind of throwing me off, right? So throughout this video, I'm gonna talk through this whole match, right? I'm gonna have a PDF pull up so you can see the PDF of each stage, and then I'm gonna have the video of the stage. I'm gonna kind of walk you through there, show you like the lay of the land, and give you kind of my game plan before I execute. And then I'm gonna show you the execution from each stage. So if you are new to the competitive or USPSA scene and you're trying to figure out what that looks like, this is gonna be a good video for you. Or if you're somebody that just shoots USPSA and you like the kind of gaming, talk through logic of it, then this is gonna be a good video for you too. And when you're watching the video, if there's something that you've seen I could have did better, or your own suggestion, or if you was there shooting and you want to talk about how you actually shot the stage, hey, drop it in the comments and let me know, right? Also, very, very important, if you are liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you really want to help the channel out, all you got to do is let the video play. All you got to do is let the video play. If you want to find other ways to help the channel out, there's other ways you can help. You can subscribe, you can share the video, all that good stuff, drop a comment and all that, Everything you do will help the channel, and is very, very, very much appreciated. But I'm going to jump on this computer and show you this PDF walkthrough in these stages and let you see how it actually went down. Also, before I do that, right, I'm going to talk to you about the gun I was shooting. I was shooting my M&P 2.0 5-inch long slide FDE. It's got the 10 ports, flat pack. This gun is nasty, bro. It's super fast. It tracks very well. It's a badass gun, man. The way I have it configured, also, I have the O sight and FDE on top of it. I did a video talking about that dot specifically, pretty much like the unboxing, what it comes with, how it looks on the gun and all that. So you could check that video out. But this was the gun I was shooting today, and it's a pretty nasty piece, man. But like I said, let's get back to the PDF and get to the video. All right, so what I got on the screen is the PDF version of the walkthrough, and I also got the video in. Once I get done talking about it, I will show you the video, but the way I have it set up is just so I can explain what's going on, right? So stage 1. Now, when you're looking at this PDF, it says stage 2, but I was in squad 2, so I started on stage 2. So stage 2 is my stage 1, stage 3 is my stage 2, stage 4 is my stage 3, so on and so forth. But anyway, starting off with stage 1, right, you can kind of see the lay of the land right here, how things are kind of laid out. When you're looking at the PDF, the way it tells you, this is the start point, right? I pretty much executed this. This is pretty like a basic thing in my opinion, right? You just step in, and I was basically just going to work it from left to right. Step in the shooting area, shoot 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then when I got in here, as I transition out, because you got to get inside here to see and shoot these targets, do a reload, transition to this space, run the steel, run these two guys, and then get around this corner and shoot these guys as well. And like I said, from the lay of the land, you can kind of see this too. So once you get here, as I transition to this spot to shoot inside here, make sure I do the reload, jump back, run these three guys, right? Now on this stage, I had a mic. I want to say on this target right here. The good thing was this was the only mic I had throughout the whole day of shooting. So that was cool. I was good with that. And this kind of set the tone for me. When I did my reload, it was like the reload wasn't smooth. That was like the biggest thing for me in all of this shooting match, was like the reload. I'll talk more about that, but I'm just going to show you what it looked like. Here we go. Stage one.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Oh, you bitch. All right, let's get to stage two, right? Stage two, same deal. This was a good one, right? I'll kind of show you some of the lay of the land. You kind of see me looking down range. You got targets over here, targets over here. You got one target over here, and you got a bunch of steel to the right. And then the start point is like this X right here. Jump into the PDF, right? I've seen people on the day shoot this a couple different ways, right? What some people were doing, you know, they got one foot on the X, and when they start, they jump back, they run the paper, run the steel, transition over, run these targets, and then they kind of get down here and then finish, right? I've seen some people, one foot on the X, they jump back, run these targets, transition over, run these targets, then kind of cross over and then shoot the rest of these in here. Now, a good rule of thumb, in my opinion, from what I've experienced, is that you always want to go forward, right? You don't really want to be coming back. You know, once you go forward, you don't want to come back. That's usually like a good rule of thumb that I picked up in USPSA. But for some reason, my stage plan, and from what I was seeing people do, I felt like it was easier just to go forward first. And the reason why I say that, if you look at like the video, like I said, the X is right here. This is the start point. You only have to have one foot on the X. And for me, I had my right foot on the start point, and my left foot was kind of pointed at this first target. So when I draw, I was straight inside, right? And then I could just, going back to the PDF, I could run these guys, jump back, run these guys, run these steel as I transition, reload, and then run the rest of these guys and kind of be right here and finish there. The game plan was fine, right? The only issue I had, same thing, this reload thing. When I reloaded as I was transitioning, first of all, the first mag I reloaded, for some reason, that was a mag I didn't reload all the way. So it only had a couple bullets in it, and then I ran dry.
That mag didn't have no fucking rounds in it.
Then I had to reload again, and that really just messed me up. But as far as like how I executed the game plan, besides that reload with that mag that wasn't all the way filled, I think everything else was good. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Stand by.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
If you're finished, clear. Hammer down. Holster. 2394.
That mag didn't have no fucking rounds in it.
All right, let's jump into stage three. Now, stage three, same thing. If you're looking at the video, you kind of see the lay of the land. It was pretty straightforward right here. All the targets was pretty spaced out, pretty good. The biggest thing was just figuring out when I wanted to reload, right? The start point is here, looking at the PDF, and then start here, run these guys, start walking, shoot all these guys, shoot this guy, reload, and then run the rest of these, right? That was the initial plan, but then I had changed my game plan, and the reason why is because my mags on my M&P hold 18, and if I got one in the pipe, it'd be 18 plus 1, right? when I was looking at how many bullets I would need to run these targets, if you count them out, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, right? And if I want to shoot him, now I got to do another reload somewhere, right? And then that's also, let's say I shot a shot and I wasn't comfortable or confident in it and I had to do a makeup shot. That wasn't just, it wasn't a good plan for me as far as like timing my reload. So I switched my plan, start on the X, run these guys. And then as I transition here, reload, then I have more than enough bullets just to shoot the last 2, 4, 6, 8 targets, right? Well, 2, 4, 6, 8 shots I needed. And that was the plan. Same thing though, as I transition in here, man, it's like the reload just wasn't super smooth. And you probably heard me say on the video, I'm like, damn, fucking reload, right? Because I was just getting over it. Because like I said, this is stage 3 by now. But besides that, I think I shot it pretty good. It's just reload was just super trash, man. But let me show you what it looks like.
Stand by.
Just fucking preload. Woo!
All right, stage 4. Listen, now this was a pretty good stage right here. And this was crazy how this happened, right? I'm gonna show you about this, all right? So if you're looking, like, you see the lay of the land, you see all these targets. There was a lot of targets out here. And the biggest thing was just figuring out where is a good starting point for you and what your game plan was, right? The instructions say that you have to start at the rear fault line, toes on the line. So my plan was to kind of start about like right here. That way, as soon as I step in, I can see a lot of the targets, right? And the plan was to shoot 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, transition, start moving, shoot 2, then get here, reload, right? Shoot these 2, start walking. Well, put 2 on him, start walking up, 2 and 2, look over, run these 2, get here, and then shoot the last one. That was the plan. Same thing. When I was in this area doing a reload, bro, I just did not do a good reload, and it just kind of messed me up, right? So besides that, right, when I came through here and I was shooting everything, right, if you look in, you see right here, it looks like a pretty straightforward path, right? But you see it kind of curves in here. Same thing from when you're looking at the PDF. When I got to the end of this portion of the stage, I felt my toes on the line and I was already moving and I already had momentum. I was like, oh shit, I can't stop. And I was already leaning forward and I didn't want to stop and go back. So listen, I just stuck my arm out and just shot, right? So I ended up shooting it one-handed, to finish off the stage, but it just kind of worked out like that. But let me show you what that looks like for the stage.
Stand by.
Now check me out, right? We still on stage 4 right now, but you know, like I said, when I got to the end, I ran out of real estate and I just had to extend my arm out and shoot it one-handed. And I did get 2 shots on target. I think I had a Alpha Charlie, right? Whenever you do something that's kind of like unorthodox or somebody see you, they kind of looking like, hey man, they give you that face like I see what you did there. And if you look, this is the this is the face that you see, because this dude right here, his name JoJo. When I got this shoot, he was like, I see what you did there. But like I said, it just work out like that sometime, and it'd be like that. But anyway, stage 5, right? The last stage. This was interesting. I never shot a stage like this before. And when I say a stage like this before, it looks pretty straightforward, a lot of targets out here, but this was a strong hand only, or just one hand only stage. So as soon as you come out the holster and you start engaging the targets, only one-handed. So that was pretty interesting, right? Everybody kind of ran it the same way. One of the things I did notice was when people were starting to shoot, they would already have their mag that they were going to reload. They would start it with it in their hand already. And that kind of made sense because you're only shooting one-handed. I personally didn't do that because I had been having issues with my reloads throughout the match. It was like when I would hit the mag release, I would already have my secondary mag going to reload, but then the primary mag was already in the gun still. So then I kind of had to rip it out. So with that type of issue I had been having, that malfunction throughout the match, I didn't want to already have a secondary mag in my hand, because if I got to rip it out, it's just going to slow me down. So I didn't even think about doing that, right? Now, one thing that people were doing, this is not a good representation of this. This barrel was a little more forward, so you kind of had to come deeper in here to see this guy. Everybody was coming all the way in here and then shooting this guy. I didn't do that. When I started, you know, 2 on him, 2 on him, 2 on him. Soon as you start coming, if you looked at the hard angle, you could see this target already. And that was my plan, to shoot him there. So that way when I'm here, I can shoot these two and then just come straight over here, reload, and start engaging, instead of having to come deep into the stage just to shoot this guy. And I kind of show you what that looks like. Let me see, where is this at? Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. So yeah, so look, after you shoot the first two, you see the second two, you'll see right here, this barrel is deep, right? People was coming all the way in here to shoot this target. But if you look, see, I can see him right there. So I shot him from about midway. And as soon as I walked up some more, I can already see these two way over there. That way I could just cut this corner, reload, and then engage these targets. So to be honest, the stage 5 one-handed stage, this was the best stage for me throughout the match. It was pretty smooth. I ran it pretty, the shooting was good. The hits was on target. And this was probably my best stage of the match. But let me show you what it looks like.
Stand by.
You are finished. I'm going to show clear hammer.
But yeah, man, that was pretty much it, man. That's pretty much the 5 stages. Like I said, I had a pretty decent match. I can't really complain. There were some malfunctions and some issues I had with the gun, but that's just the nature of the beast, man. That's the part of shooting. That's what I like about it, taking your equipment out there, knowing what it's going to do under time, under stress, when it's time to actually make those rounds go down range. So, like I said, if you were liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And that's all I got for you, man. It's your boy, Mr. Rob Armstrong. I'm out.
Nah, not at all. That's how we live, man.